We're going to explain to you the why on some of these positive EV plays that I'm going to hit this morning to help you become a sharper sports bettor using the tools over at OddsJam. So let's go check out some plays right now. Guys, good morning and welcome back to the channel. My name is Billy C, and I like to provide educational content talking about the tools over at OddsJam and show you how the strategies I use to make money betting on sports, and hopefully it can help impart some wisdom on you to make you a sharper sports bettor so we can make you more money betting on sports, right? So the first play that I'm already on, we're in the positive EV tool. I'm very excited. I want to get this baby rolling, right? Guardians White Sox under 7.5 runs. Okay. Here's why we like this play. So 1.08% profit margin. So it's not a massive edge because Pinnacle sees this at plus 122 on the under, minus 138 on the over. But over at Hard Rock, we can get this at plus 130, right? Average odds are sitting at plus 115. You have all these different sports books like BetMGM, FanDuel, Caesars, DraftKings, all these different books. They all have this priced around plus 110 to plus 115. We can get this at plus 130 at Hard Rock. So as you can see right here, I locked this play in, right? Now, when I'm playing and making my plays using the positive EV tool, okay, I'm going to have this kind of running across the bottom, but I set a unit size. So my 1 unit size is $275. So that's why I bet 150 bucks. Basically, because anything that falls in between plus 121 and plus 130 on the no vig fair odds. So that's that plus 127. What's no vig fair odds? That's the fair price of this bet. So it's like if you go to buy a car, right? And if you go to buy it and it's $20,000 at the dealership, but the Kelley Blue Book, which is the fair price, an independent third party says the car is actually worth $15,000. The $15,000 is the fair price. So in this instance, for this bet, we're getting plus 127 as the fair price. So we're already getting a better price than the market price, right? Because everybody has this at plus 115, plus 110. So we're getting plus 130. That's better than market price. And we're getting it better than the fair price. That's how we're going to get an edge positive EV betting. And so I bet half of a unit, or roughly between 50 to 60% of 1 unit, obviously, because it's more than my $275 is more than 150 is more than half of that. So that's what we're doing here, locking in this play. And I have sportsbook accounts with every single one of these. Now, you can't, if you're a U.S. citizen, you can't have an account with Pinnacle, right? Over their offshore book, they're the most accurate sports book, widely considered. And so I locked this in on Hard Rock because I'm based in Arizona. So that's play number 1. Let me show you a couple other plays. All right, play number 2, Cincinnati Reds plus 1.5. We're getting a 1.8% profit margin. This is a main line play, right? It's when you go to all your sports books, when I talk about main lines like money lines, spreads, over-unders, this is a main line play, and I love this play. I'm not a Reds fan. I'm actually a Pirates fan. But you know what? I set my bias aside. It's not about that. We're getting 12 cents a market width. So when I say 12 cents a market width, what do I mean? Pinnacle sees this at minus 127 for Reds plus 1.5, plus 115 for the Cardinals at minus 1.5. So that difference is 12 cents. When we say market width, that's what we mean. And so when we look at main line plays like a run line or an over-under or money line, you're going to see that this is a main marketplace. So there's a lot of action. So first off, a lot of action means you can put a lot more money down than you could maybe on this alternative line here like Marlins Rockies over-under in 13. That's an alternative over-under. So it's not the main over-under. It's a few pegs away from it. So we could put more money down because this is a mainline play. But again, all we're doing is picking off discrepancies. That's all the tools that OddsJam are doing with this plus EV tool. It's just showing you the data, the numbers. It's scraping through all the sports books and it's finding the biggest discrepancies. What do I mean by biggest discrepancies? Every single sports book out there who has their own data team, they're going through the trends, they're going through the numbers, the statistics. They already have this priced into the market, right? Like BetMGM at minus 135, DraftKings at minus 130. You have some offshore sports books here that are really sharp on this, right? And then you got this little old Hard Rock here that's like, hey, I think it's at minus 115, right? It's like if you got first pick on your pickup basketball team and all the guys that you get to choose from are 5'5", and then you got one guy that you could choose that's like 7 foot tall. You got the first pick in the draft. He sticks out like a sore thumb. Of course, you want that player. This is just the same with Hard Rock. All these books are telling you it should be between minus 125 to minus 135, and Hard Rock's giving you minus 115. I'm not looking into statistics. I'm not going to pull up stats and take a look at the roster and who's playing today for the Cardinals and the Reds. I'm just grabbing value, saying thank you, and I'm out of here. So as you can see, because it falls between minus 110 to minus 200 right here in the no vig fair odds, I put a full unit, $275. That's play number 2, and that's why I like this play. Okay, last thing I will say, guys, because I already threw this in my bet tracker, but OddsJam offers a free bet tracker. Even if you don't want to pay for any of their tools or subscriptions, there's a free bet tracker I highly recommend because you need to track your bets to know how much or how well you're doing, right, as a sports bettor. It's very, very important. Also, um, if you want to, and if you're interested in trying OddsJam, okay, use my promo code Billy20, save you 20% off each monthly subscription, whatever plan that you sign up for, saves you 20%. So, like the plan that I have right now, this is $200 a month, but if you use my code, it costs you $160, right? And so, feel free to ask me any questions if you want to reach out to me on Twitter, or if you just want to leave a comment here in the video. I'll be happy to just talk it out with you, explain the why behind what I do, or go through any specific examples. I'll hop on a Zoom call with you. No problem at all. So just wanted to throw that out there that you need to be tracking your bets if you want to be profitable. And if you're interested in OddsJam, use my code because it helps out a lot. And obviously, don't pay full price. It's just not worth it. Okay, third and final play. Going to look at the Celtics Heat game tonight over 107.5 points. Why do I like this play, right? Well, because it falls in between exactly what I need. That plus 130, right? Just barely. So it's going to be an alternate over under here, right? So plus 107 here in FanDuel. You need to navigate these sports books, know how to get there. So you got to go up the first half, right? And then normally I'm just going to put $150, see if they will. No, so the most the FanDuel will let me bet is $56.80. But we're going to lock that in because I'm going to take that every time. Who doesn't want to make, let's see, 74, almost $75? I'll do that every time. So this is the third play right here. A little more specific to my Arizona bettors. If anyone out there is from Arizona, man, Hard Rock and FanDuel are the two best sports books right now because for baseball. And because we're getting, conference finals are starting to wrap up in the NBA show, or we're getting near towards the finish line of both of those respective seasons, we're just going to be having MLB for the next couple of months until football rolls around. So Hard Rock and FanDuel provide a ton of value. And so I want to throw that out there for my Arizona bettors. And if you are live in a state that has a FanDuel and Hard Rock, you're going to want to jump on both of those books. So why do we like this play again? Well, the average odds are plus 118. Nobody's given us close to plus 132. Nobody. Hard Rock's the next best with BetMGM at plus 120, and we can get this at plus 132, right? This is incredible value. 18 cents a market with, right? So it's not like that 12 cents. So, we're talking about market with, that's the confidence the sports books have. So sports books are a lot more confident in that earlier play we showed with Reds plus 1.5 compared to the first half over under here in this play because it's a little tighter, right? The number's smaller. 12 cents is a much more confident play than 18 cents, right? But that's why when it comes to market with, when we explain it, that's just a confidence level really with the sports books. So again, we go ahead and lock this in for, let me double check here how much we had it for. You can already see that I'm on a couple different plays today. Pirates money line, Nationals money line, Kyle Lowry on some points, 56.80. Okay, so 56.80. This is now on my bet tracker. And then I also have myself a personal bet tracker. Let me pop that and show that here for you because I can be more than happy to send you a free version of this. That's exactly what I use in case you're interested in having your own. All right, so here's my personal bet tracker that I keep track of all my straight wagers, right? So it's not the prize picks, it's not the underdog fantasy or any type of parlays. It's just like the three examples I just showed you, straight wagers only, right? So I'm just going to throw in, I have right now 18 bets pending today. And like I said, we put this in for plus 5680. So each individual bet I actually have outlined kind of up here at the top so that you can kind of see. And that's how I keep track of everything. And then, so right now, I have currently roughly $2,800 out there. And as you can see for the month, I made 456 bets, gambled roughly almost $81,000. Have some future pending bets out there, and I just haven't filled in if they've won or lost. I just keep a worst case scenario. So that's why it shows I've lost 3 grand. I actually haven't lost 3 grand. I just haven't plugged in, as you can see for today. That's all why. But if you're interested in having this, because I also have a nice tab here with the EV breakdown that kind of goes through, each percentage play that we just made there, and kind of goes through the win loss, the profit margin, and how many bets I've placed since I've re-signed up with OddsJam since Halloween of last year. Um, you know, I can send you this version. Just shoot me a message on Twitter. Leave a comment. I'll shoot you over my email so you can respond, and I'll send you a free copy of this so that you can have it for yourself. So, guys, if you have questions, reach out to me. That's going to be the video for today, just kind of showing you why I like these plays. But this is all I'm doing today. I got to go to work here in a little bit, but I'm going to be on my phone later in my downtime. I just constantly scan the positive EV tool. I look for the bets that fall in my criteria, and then we go ahead and make those plays based off of my 1 unit size, the percentage. And that's all I'm doing. So in the description as well, if you want to try OddsJam's 1 week free trial, I highly recommend it. Whatever state that you live in, you can find out, what sports books are available. If you're not in the United States, you're elsewhere, you can try out their 1 week free trial just so you can see what sports books are available. See, is it worth it for me to try OddsJam? Which I really think it is. Even if you only have 5, 6, 7 sports books available to you, I highly recommend it is, because you can get some nice low hanging fruit, make some easy money using the arbitrage and the low holds tools. And then we can get into this positive EV betting stuff, guys, and it can really be a powerful tool, right? So I just want to thank you so much for stopping by, right? And I'm also going to leave in the description a link to my video from my betting strategy that I use, kind of a more step-by-step approach, so you can get a little bit more detailed idea of what I do on a day-to-day basis. So appreciate you stopping by, and until the next video, I'll catch you later.